Hey, Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, back with another video for you. And today we're going to be talking about how to sell more children's books. And I'm going to give you 5 ways, count them, 5 ways to sell more children's books. So if you're excited for this topic, give that thumbs up a smashy. It gives me that nice warm fuzzy feeling. And you know what? It tells YouTube to share this out with other people. Now with that, let's get started. Number 1, if you have access to it, A+ content. A+ content is additional content that you can put on your book on Amazon that is more graphically driven. You can do things like charts and other images that you can upload of your book and of the interior, maybe of people reading it, things like that, that can really draw the eye of the person that is on your sales page. You know, they click on your book and, you know, they can see the book description, but if they scroll down, they'll get extra things, extra visual appealing images that they can see to give them more information, more insight, and more reasons to click that buy now button. Also, fun fact, if they're scrolling on their mobile device and they click on your book, they're going to see, they'll see the book description, but they're going to see all this extra images. And images, especially on a smartphone, really draws people's attention. Again, getting them to click buy now. Number 2, if you're writing children's books, then you really should reach out to local schools, reach out to the librarians at those schools, and talk about doing an author visit. Even if they don't have room for you at the library, you may be able to reach out to the principal and see if any of the classes would be interested in having an author visit. Even though your book is tailored for 3 to 5-year-olds or 5 to 7-year-olds, you can still have an author visit for older kids because they're into writing. Like, that's the things that they're covering in English class. There are a lot of English classes or grammar classes or whatever they're called in your region that are interested in having real authors come to their school. And anytime that you can engage with your target audience, your readers, the better your chances of getting more sales, because they're going to go home, they're going to tell their parents, their guardians about the great author that came there. They're going to talk about the book that you read to them or that you talked about. And again, getting that word of mouth is really going to help in getting you more book sales. Number 3, reach out to your local media. I know there's a lot of negativity in this world, but believe it or not, media outlets, especially local media outlets, really want to know and hear feel good stories. And especially if it's somebody local that is in their community, there's a much greater chance that if you reach out to them, that they'll do a story about you. It might be on the news. It might be, some local chamber of commerce, the local newspaper, whatever. Again, getting more word of mouth, getting more buzz about your book out there in the local area. Because even though, it's local, people have, they hear about it and it could catch on and get viral elsewhere. They can tell their friends about it. They can tell their family members that don't live in that particular area. Again, word of mouth is a huge way of getting more buzz about you and about your books. So do not sleep on your local media outlets. Number 4 is your local libraries. Just like I said about local media, your local libraries and bookstores and consignment shops, places like that are really interested in helping and promoting local authors. What you're doing is you're bringing people to their store or their library or whatever, if you do an author signing or just a reading of your book, and you're bringing people in there, which is helping that business, and that business is helping you by the people that are already there getting to know you more. Again, letting the local media know about something that you're doing is, again, a way to kind of use 2 of these in one. Again, it really is all about getting that buzz going, keeping it going, bringing something positive to the world. And when you do that, people react in kind. If they have a positive experience, they're going to share that. And believe it or not, you can actually, even without local bookstores, you can even reach out to bookstores in cities and states, that maybe you've never even been in. But more on that a little bit later. So right now we've gone over 4. Now I do have 1 more plus a bonus tip. But let me know if you're liking this right now, or if you've liked any of the ideas that I've given. Let me know down in the comments. I really love to hear about it. Now, the fifth way to sell more children's books is to participate in trade shows and craft fairs and things like that, especially with the holidays coming up. Craft fairs are super big. I do quite a bit of sales between trade shows and craft fairs, but you want to make sure that you sign up early so you get a good spot, as well as you want to make sure that you order your books ahead of time so you're prepared. Also, side note, when it comes to craft shows and fairs, just know that there's a chance that you're going to run out of copies. So have something planned ahead of time, whether that means, having a little notebook where people can write down an email, their emails address, so that way you can reach out to them when you have more copies, having something available like maybe the Square so they can purchase ahead of time and you can just go on and have it shipped directly to their, wherever they want to ship to. Things like that. Make sure that you're prepared ahead of time. So if you do run out of books, which is a great problem to have, you don't lose sales. You're already prepared for what happens in that scenario. Now, I did promise you a bonus, didn't I? Well, this is one that you probably already know of, and we're probably expected to be in one of the top 5. And a lot of people don't want to hear about it, but it is true, and that is running ads. Now, running ads could be running ads on Amazon or whatever platform you happen to have your books on, but also, find the social media outlets that your purchasers, because if you're writing children's books, your readers are going to be the kids, but the purchasers are going to be the parents. Find out where they're at, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and consider doing ads on that platform, because all those platforms, even Pinterest, has a way to do ads. And I actually have an entire series which will show you how to run ads on each of those different platforms. And I've run ads on all those platforms, and I've had success, different levels of success each time. But my ad platform of choice is Amazon ads. And that's because it's already a warm audience. People are already there to buy. They already have their wallets out on Amazon. They know they're going to buy something there. And it's just a matter of you convincing them to buy your book. So that is why that is my platform of choice. But again, social media platforms, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter ads, Pinterest, whatever. Consider finding out, first of all, where your target buyers are at, and then look into doing ads on that platform. Now, I did mention a little while ago that you can actually have your books in stores that are in cities and states that maybe you've never been in. I have my books in over 20 different stores, even in cities and states that I've never stepped foot in. And how do I do that? Well, I have a video right here. I'll show you exactly what I did. And that video is a couple years old, but it still works, still holds true. And if you've already seen that video, or maybe you're not quite ready for having your books in indie bookstores and places like that, well, then check out this video right here that YouTube has said is perfect for you. I don't know, you'll have to check it out. Until next time, I'm Keith Wheeler, and remember to write right.